How's it going? Brian here at eTrailer.com. Today on our 2019 Ford Ranger, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the Roadmaster Brake-Lite relay. Now keep in mind, this is going to be one of 6 main components needed to flat tow your Ranger. All of them are going to include your base plate, your tow bar wiring, your safety cables, your braking system, and your brake light relay. The reason we're going to need a brake light relay is simple. Whenever we're flat towing our Ranger behind our motorhome, and say in our motorhome we have a turn signal on and the brakes applied at the same time, here on the back of the Ranger it would just be the brake lights illuminated. And that's obviously what we don't want. We would want one brake light to illuminate and one of our turn signals to be flashing, matching the back of our motorhome. Well, that's what the brake light relay is going to allow us to do. That way it will allow that turn signal to come through and not be overridden and work properly, matching the back of our motorhome. Without the brake light relay, our lighting signals aren't going to match and could potentially cause confusion for other motorists, putting not only yourself but them in potential danger as well. And the good news is it's an easy fix and simple to install. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and hook everything up together. To begin our installation, we're going to need to locate our connector for our brake light switch, which will be located here at the top of our brake pedal arm. I went ahead and just disconnected the connector to make it a little easier to work. And to do that, you just push down on the center tab and pull it out. Now we need to locate our brake signal. So every time you hit the brakes, we'll get a signal from this wire. And I checked it, and it's this purple wire with a white stripe. Once we found that, what you're going to want to do is cut that purple wire with the white stripe in half, leaving us enough room on both ends to hook up buck connectors to it. We're going to have 5 wires coming out of our brake light relay. Now the green wire we're not going to be using since our vehicle has a push button start. Now the way these wires are going to get hooked up is our white wire. This will get connected to ground. So I actually extended the wire, ran it outside, and used a ground stud to ground that out. Our red wire that's coming out, we're going to extend that wire and run it out to underneath the hood, and we're going to connect that to the brown wire from our diode wiring. The blue wire, that's going to get connected to the brake signal wire that we cut earlier, and we're going to make sure to connect the blue one to the end that's closest to the connector itself. The last wire, our black one, that will get connected to the other end of that factory purple and white signal wire. So the red wire coming from our brake light relay, this is how I tapped it into the brown diode wire. And this is the white ground wire that I ran. Used a ring terminal and grounded it to this stud right here. And that'll finish up our look at and our installation of the Roadmaster Brake-Lite relay on our 2019 Ford Ranger.